Hey everyone, so I am back. I have quite literally just finished recording my video of Purple Water Sujimon Loop. So now, you know, I don't really work until the afternoon. Um, it's currently 2:25 a.m., so I don't work for like over 13 hours later. So I just feel another urge to make some more videos while I am at it. And honestly, just want to play the game. So right now there are some decks I do want to show off. So in addition to Yellow Vaccine lately that I have been quite loving, and I have uploaded those videos, I would like to showcase Black Hybrid, which is also a deck that I just absolutely love. So this deck is actually based off of a deck list that I got from Digimon Card game Digimon Card Meta. Digimon Meta. But basically, the idea of this deck is to just keep making Mother D Reaper a blocker. I have used this deck a lot in BT15 format. I haven't really used this deck in BT16 format, but there's not much that I would change about this deck. I don't think that there are counters that just came out against this deck, so I think that this deck will still do pretty well. But basically, you just keep pushing out Mother D Reaper, and you just keep making her a blocker. So I did change this deck up quite a bit to make it similar to make it more favorable to my wants. But basically, my game plan, I don't know how the original creator of this deck played it, but my game plan is to just keep hatching and pushing out Mother D Reapers. This will then help you with Nightmon. So Nightmon has this on play. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn for each of your Digimon. The inheritable will literally never matter because you're not playing any level 3s. But because you are able to flood the field with Mother D Reapers, Nightmon will just be a guaranteed minus 6000 DP at least, because you will have at least one Mother D Reaper and one Nightmon out. But the nature of Black Hybrid, you are able to spam the field pretty easily with several Digimon, and we'll go over that in a bit. But basically, Nightmon is just pretty good removal in this deck. Edamon is just like a backup plan, so you can remove something, but you can also taunt something, so you can force it to attack. When you force it to attack, you can then blast Digivolve into Mega Gargo Ace, which is pretty nice. So the Black Hybrids, the Tamers are 4 of the Stardeck 15 Takamiyas, 4 of the Satsuki Tamahimes, and then 4 of the Stardeck 5 Takamiyas. So this Takamiya is a memory setter, but also when a attack is redirected, you can also suspend him, give one of your Digimon plus 2000 DP, and draw 1. So because the goal of this deck is to make Mother D Reaper a blocker, and then you can taunt your opponent with Edamon or with Sephirothmon. Your opponent will attack, you can then block, and then you can then suspend Takamiya to draw 1. And then this Takamiya, when you suspend a Digimon for blocking, you can then unsuspend one of your Digimon. It doesn't have to be the blocker, it can be any of your Digimon, but usually I just unsuspend the blocker. This Satsuki Tamahime is pretty good for memory gain. But the main reason to use Satsuki Tamahime is that she has this inherited effect. They can remove her from Digivolution sources at the end of each turn. So for example, if you have the Satsuki Tamahime out, then you Digivolve into a hybrid. At the end of the turn that you Digivolved, you can then remove Satsuki Tamahime immediately. So now you have this level 4 hybrid on field. You do get the one Digivolving effect. You do get the Digivolution bonus draw. It only costed you 2 for Mercurymon, or 3 for Sephirothmon, or 2 for Grumblemon. But then you also pull out Sasuke Tamahime, so it's just pretty darn good. So for my build, I basically never attack with my hybrid while Sasuke Tamahime is under it, because I don't want to risk it dying in security battle. I would much rather just keep on field and then pull Sasuke Tamahime out to guarantee that I will still have Sasuke Tamahime. I'm not sure how the creator of this deck played it, but this is how I play it. 4 of the Mamemons. So this is also a pretty good card to drop even on turn 1, because you can just play out a black tamer for free. The Mellow Greymon as well as the Mercurymon will give one of your Digimon blocker, ideally Mother Reaper. So you can give your Mother Reaper blocker, it will basically wall your opponent out for a turn. If you are able to taunt them, you are able to remove something that turn. Gigimon, he will help you to play out Tamers as well as your Digimon. Play cost 7 or less. So basically, all your Digimon in this deck except for Mega Gargamon, Ace, Shadow Seraphimon, Quartzmon, and Defexmon. So basically everything level 5 and lower, as well as Mega Gargamon Ace. Mega Gargamon Ace, again, because he is useful at stopping your opponent from digivolving for until the end of their turn. Shadow Seraphimon, pretty good. Surprisingly pretty good for this deck. Your opponent will want to get rid of the Shadow Seraphimon. If they don't, then they just keep getting de-digivolved every time security is removed, which is pretty funny against something like Marcus Damon. So then their Marcus would attack, suspending to digivolve their Digimon to Greymon and name, and then they check security, then you de-digivolve their Greymon and name back to whatever it was before. It's pretty funny. I haven't seen Marcus decks in a while, not in this format, because everyone's trying out the new stuff. But this is a pretty good card for control. Quartzmon I really love as a finisher, so I'm playing 4 of these. After you spam out a bunch of Tamers and a bunch of Digimon, you can just go into Quartzmon, and then you can easily trash cards from top of your opponent's security, then get lethal that way. Defexmon, just in case your opponent tries to flood the field. Then final Zubagon Punch, just in case you do want to give Mother Reaper blocker, assuming that you don't have a Mercurymon handy or a Mellow Greymon handy, then this is just honestly a pretty good way to give Mother Reaper blocker. I should mention that Mamemon also has this inheritable that can give blocker if you play a Digimon out by effect, meaning by Gigimon in this deck. But, you know, this is just a pretty nice 2 cost to give Mother Reaper blocker. If you wanted to, you can also give Quartzmon or Defexmon security attack +1. But yeah, let's show off my black hybrid deck. I have not played this in BT16 format, so I have no guarantees how good or bad the deck will be. So right now I can tell that this is not a great hand, so I'm going to mulligan. Ideally, I want to get a Mamemon in hand, or a Satsuki Tamahime, or the Sardex 16? No, Sardex, some kind of Sardex. Sardex 16 Taikamiya. Yeah, this is not great for me. That's just weird. I guess they just really wanted that card draw. I do not have a tamer. Deck top, actually. So the next card that I draw, let's make it into a Mercurymon. And then I'll put Mamimon and then Grumblemon. So my next card will be the Mercurymon, and then when I attack the Gigimon, I will be guaranteed to play that Mamimon out. Unless they do some draw shenanigans and then force me to draw a card earlier than I expected. Mirage Gagumon did get slightly buffed with some BT16 cards. I believe this is BT15, but there is a BT16 Gaugamon. Okay. So I know for sure that the top card is going to be a Mamimon, so I don't really want to play this Takamiya. I mean, I guess I technically have a better search if I do play the Takamiya. So I will reveal the Mamimon and the Grumblemon. Grab the Mamimon. Bomb deck the Grumblemon. Then technically this gives me 5 different cards. So we'll get the Satsuki Tamahime. I don't know why they quit. This kind of is a good hand, but I believe that I can get an even better hand. I believed poorly. Honestly, keeping the first hand was not bad, but at least I can, you know, just play a Takamiya for 2. Cory the Kukush King. I feel like I have played them before. Maybe not on video, but I think that I recognize this name. This card is pretty good. So they most likely will be swarming the field with blockers. However, that does not concern me, for I will then play out Quartzmon. Wee! Satsuki Tamahime! Satsuki is a really good early play, because the longer that she is out, the more memory that I gain from her. And also I can just play out hybrids. I can get hybrids quicker. That's the BT4 Commandermon. That's okay. Oh, I had reboot. So first, I will make Mother Reaper a blocker, and this is where funny shenanigans happen. And then I don't want to give them too much memory, so I will just digivolve into a Mamemon. Play out this Taikamiya. It's been a while since I used this stack, so I may have to think about this. Let me see those cards again. Sephiroth. Shao Saraf. Mulgray. Deck top. So I want to draw into this. Then I will digivolve into that. That will be my Digivolution draw, and then 2 Mulgrays. So now I have walled out my opponent because Mother D-Reaper is unaffected by things, and then I can just use Mother D-Reaper as a blocker. So this is like a pseudo Magmon X antibody. So Magmon X antibody is basically a big blocker that's unaffected by things. This is effectively what Mother D-Reaper is in this deck. This is like Magmon X antibody before Magmon X antibody was a thing. Unsuspend. DP15. No. Oh yes, it can't be blocked. There is a bug with this Tankdramon. I hear that if you Digivolve into this Tankdramon, or play it, it will reduce the play cost of my Digimon by 3, but also my Digivolution cost by 3. That's what I've heard. I hear that will reduce Digivolution costs by 3. I'm not sure how accurate that actually is. It did not. It did not. Oh, it reduced costs. Oh, that's funny. So that was pretty funny. So I guess it didn't reduce cost before, because I didn't digivolve a Digimon, I digivolved a Tamer? I'm sorry that I exploited this. kind of want to go for the Quartzmon finisher. LOL. Dare I? We're just exploiting this bug that should not be exploited. That was the first time that I faced a Tankteron, so I was able to actually try the bug out. Well, if they were to play a Defexmon, it would absolutely be free. 12, so it would be minus 36 cost Defexmon. I wanted to do the Quartzmon finisher, but I do not have a Quartzmon. That's good. Deck top. I want to draw into that. Give me the Quartzmon. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll gain back 8 memory when I Digivolve into Quartzmon. And then I can trash 3 cards from top, which isn't, like, bad. So I can gain 8 memory, I believe. The power of Quartzmon. So I did abuse the bug when I had the opportunity to. So that wasn't really a fair game. But I did show off Quartzmon. I go first. Satsuki Tamahime first is pretty darn good. But but everything else kind of lacks synergy. So I will mulligan. So I will play out the memory center because I want to be at 3 guaranteed. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm playing against a bot. I didn't realize that I clicked on bot match. I was like, wait, why is someone playing this Agumon? No one uses this Agumon in Yellow Vaccine. I realized that was my deck. Okay. Oh, okay. Play that. Play that. And then they are at their 3. What's really weird is that usually when I play against the bot, like they have that Angimon, they just always use that when attacking. Except for just now. They did not use that. Go into Sephirothmon. Give that taunt. Make this into a blocker. And there's nothing else I really want to do. So I'll just hard play Grumble. Take out Satsuki. Playing out Grumble was arguably not the best move. 2000 EP. So if I want something to live, it would... Actually, I don't know. I'll give Grumble the 2000. Let's see if they actually attack. They're the NPC, so maybe. Okay, so then this will block. I'll get 2 card draws. Like I'm just going to say it up front, a human player would not have attacked. I realize now that this deck is my downfall, because I like to run Def Xmons. And there are 4 Def Xmons in this deck that I'm playing against. And they're just getting free Def Xmons. Yeah, I can't do anything about this. Actually, they're the NPC, so I kind of expect them to just attack into my Mother Reaper. That's just like a band-aid on a small... That's just like a band-aid on the problem. And thankfully, because of these Takamiyas, I can just get some card draws and then block all 3. Okay, they did not want to be blocked. I just always have to be ready for another Def Xmon, because I know for sure that this deck runs 4, which is actually pretty good against this deck, especially because they're just guaranteed free Def Xmons now. Go on to Satsuki. Taunt the Rapidmon. Give Mother Reaper blocker. Okay, I'm setting up for the quartz. Let me actually just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we'll gain 6 memory back. Quartz costs 6, so this is okay. Possibly I can gain more. So I think I can actually gain 7. So how many do I trash? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can trash 3. Okay, that's good for me. If they do not recover, then I have lethal next turn, I believe. Attack. This should be lethal. Oh yeah, if Rapid Munt is suspended by something. Oh no, they fixed it. I guess they fixed it. But before, if Rapidmon, well, not suspended, but if it's taunted, then its suspending effect will activate. But I think they may have fixed it. Okay, so I have made sure that this is actually against someone else now. Lombry, okay. This is actually a pretty good hand. Depending on how much memory I have, I can feel comfortable playing out Mamemon or the Star Deck 15. Or Star Deck 15 Takamiya. Ah, it's Dark Masters. It's Dark Masters. Seraphimon. That I don't really care about the rest, honestly. Mellow Gray, Sephiroth Quartz. It was not Dark Masters, it was actually Belphamon. I guess they're just using the Dark Masters. Actually, no, I don't know what's going on anymore. So maybe it is Dark Masters. So I'm going to be de-digivolved. That being the case, it doesn't really make sense for me to digivolve to Shao Serafimon. It is some kind of mixture of Belphemon and Dark Masters. Oh, okay, I think I know what this is. This can possibly be a Pakhalimon? I don't really know what to do. Ah, okay. They did not play anything out. But then the deletion was mandatory, so they just had to delete it. I am starting. I actually think that they're just going to Pakhalimon me. I had theorized it before, but Belphemon in a Pakhalimon is pretty good because you can add 2 level 6s under it in one turn. Plus also give it immunity for that turn. I actually don't really want to waste my tamers. But I think that I have to. I usually never digivolve on top of my tamers unless it's a Sasuke, unless I have to. And in that case, I think that I had to. I honestly think they're just looking for a Pakalimon. Honestly, my deck would be the deck to go for a Pakalimon against. Um, I find it incredibly weird how they are not attacking me. I think that they're just like waiting until they can go for the full Apocalypse strategy. Because they know that I can't build a stack in raising. So I'm not in a good spot. I just really need to find level 5 this turn, so I can Digivolve up to level 6. I did not get level 5. I am not getting any level 5s. I do have the Sephiroth one, so I can force something to attack. That was actually interesting that they chose to attack me. And there's nothing I can do about it either. I'm actually surprised I'm still in this game. It is unaffected by my effects until the end of this turn, but because I did taunt them, they will have to attack at the start of their main phase. So I'm getting rid of this Apocalypse. I believe it has to attack. Yep. Yay. We got an Apocalypse. I think that I can go into Quartz in the same turn and then keep turn. So I'm going to be set to 3 because of the tie. I'll gain 3 because of the Satsuki, so I'll go to 6. Digivolve for 3 into Mamimon. Digivolve for 3 into Gigimon. Digivolve to Quartz for 6, but then I'll gain 6 back. At least 6 back. That was crazy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's going to be unaffected by my effects, which is going to be a bummer. So I don't think that I should Quartz this turn. Actually, I think it's fine. Then I'm going to Digivolve that into Gigimon, drawing the Defexmon, and then playing out the Takamiya. Yeah, I'll grab the Nightmon. Nightmon is basically just a guaranteed spot removal at this point. Unfortunately, their level 6 will not be suspended. So how much am I trashing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can trash 3. I wonder if I actually had game. So if I'm correct, they can get security attack +1, and then swing, and then they'll swing again, but then it won't actually have lethal. Interesting. They need to establish a blocker. Actually, they need to establish 2 blockers on board. Okay. Apocalypse? Maybe? Oh dear god. It's a Apocalypse. Okay. That was a pretty long game. And honestly, I had a pretty bad start. I just did not find what I was looking for. And I was actually surprised I won. But I was able to overcome the Apocalypse. And they were not able to get again in time. So I, through a mixture of bad luck at the beginning, good luck in the middle, I won the game. Hatch, Mother D-Reaper, play out Takamiya. Was this the same person? I don't fully know. It could be the same person for all I know. I'm starting to suspect maybe it was the same person. So I'm trying to choke them, and I don't really have a reason to go into Nightmon right now. Like, if I did, I could get rid of the Fascomon. But I think that I would rather have that Mother Reaper be a blocker. In case they do attack, then I can just suspend Takamiya to draw one. They decide not to attack. Let's test my luck. I did not get them. Attack top. Again, I could remove the Fascomon, but I think Mamemon is just better. So if I were to Digivolve, I would gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would gain 3 memory. So that doesn't seem worth it to me. So I will then attack. Pull out this Mamemon. Play out Takamiya. Oh, I forgot that the Puppetmon did that. So that was a whoopsie on my part. I did not need to use Final Zubagon Punch. That was also a whoopsie on my part. Yeah, I gave them 2 extra memory that I needed to, and I wasted an option card that could have kept in hand. So that was a bit unfortunate. If they don't remove my things right now, or if they don't establish a blocker, then I will have lethal next turn. In the end, I don't think that giving them 2 extra memory would have really mattered. Since they would be at 4 and then they have those 2 memory boosts. Okay. Actually, no. I feel like I'm being baited. I clicked on the wrong button. That was a shame too, because I really wanted that draw. I believe that is return level 5 to hand. Level 5 or lower. What? What? Why did it not return anything? I'm not quite sure, actually. So I do want to give Mother Deer a blocker. So I actually... Yes, that makes sense to me. So let's give Mother D Reaper blocker. Unfortunately, I will pass turn, but it seems worth it. Nightmon maybe? Or Mamimon? Okay. I don't think the DP actually matters. I don't think that they have DP based removal. I did make a small misplay. I should have swung when they had like the two blockers, because I forgot that this also triggered when I'm attacking and then I'm redirected. Actually, this works for me. So they need to hard play level 6. I know that they have a Melcedramon in hand because I remember it from before. Yeah, they added 2, but they only used 1 so far. I don't even... Oh, okay, I remember how that Pokepolimon got into the trash. It's because they used their memory boost. Okay. So they can block my attack, which is... Or like, not block, but they can stop my attack, which is pretty good for them. So they can delete one of my level 6s. They can stop my attack, which is like the main thing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Realistically, I can gain 5 memory. If they stop this attack, then I win. Haha. You fool. You stopped the wrong attack. Okay. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. I really like Black Hybrid. Hopefully I was able to showcase this deck pretty well. I'm going to just change cameras again. But yeah, this deck is pretty fun. I play it in a bit more of a safe way. If I have a hybrid out on top of a Satsuki, I don't really swing unless I have to. Otherwise, I would just Digivolve off of Satsuki into the hybrid, then just wait until end of turn and then just pull Satsuki out. And then the turn after, when I know that I will not lose a Satsuki, I'll then swing with the hybrid. All the while, Nightmon and Edamon are there to help control board, just in case you want to get rid of something. They have pretty nice on plays. Edamon is kind of like a Lapis's Demon built in, as well as giving something minus 3000 DP. Nightmon is just basically spot removal, but they are pretty good for the deck. Mamimon will play out your Tamers. Melgreymon is just nice at giving Mother D-Reaper blocker. Mercurymon gives Mother D-Reaper blocker. Sephirothmon taunts something. Gigimon plays out Tamer, or plays out one of your level 5 or under. Maybe even Mega Gargamon Ace if you need it. But usually, I just really love the on-play of Nightmon or the on-play of Mamimon. The on-play of Edamon is nice too. Mercurymon surprisingly also has an on-play. So you are able to give something blocker after you play it with Gigimon's effect. Shadow Seraphimon surprisingly does come in handy if you want to get rid of something, or even just to control board for a while as you search for your pieces. Quartzmon I really love as a finisher, so I'm playing 4 Quartzmons. I haven't really played enough games for you to see why I'm playing 4 Quartzmons, because it does seem like I'm more reliably getting Quartzmons than you would expect. But just in case the first Quartzmon is removed, for example, I don't wait until I have lethal to go to Quartzmon. You have seen me before where my opponent had 6 security against the bot deck, and then I played Quartzmon, attacked, got rid of 3 security, and then turn after they had like the opportunity to get rid of Quartzmon if they had like a Heaven's Judgment or something. But if Quartzmon is removed in between me going into Quartzmon and me actually winning the game, I find that having more Quartzmon is good just as a backup plan, but also having more Quartzmons increases the frequency in which you will see them, of course, as well as shortening the time that would take you to find them drastically. So if you're only playing 3 Quartzmons, it might be harder to find in your deck than if you were to play 4 Quartzmons. Sure, you may have some duplicate Quartzmons, but I find that that is much better than just not drawing Quartzmons at all. When Quartzmon is basically the finisher of my deck. Defexmon, mainly just because this was in the original list that the original creator created. So I'm just playing the Defexmons to replicate what they're doing. Most of this list is basically their list, but I did change some things about this deck. Like I made Quartzmons a playset. I think I added another Nightmon. I added 1 Edamon. I added another Starter Deck 15 Takamiya. I think that those are the changes I made. But of course I also removed like 1, 2, 3, 4, like around 4 or so of their cards. But yeah, this deck is pretty fun. Hopefully you will test this deck out and you also enjoy it. But yeah, thanks for watching my Black Hybrid build.